Welcome to MomCave. I'm Jen.
And I'm Dina.
Do you ladies have any idea what time it is? The studio's closed.
It's like 7 in the morning.
5?
I don't know. We've had breakfast. We put the kids on the bus.
We're moms. We've been up for hours.
What does it matter what time it is? This is going to live on the internet where moms can just watch it whenever they have a spare second.
Like in the bathroom.
Wait a minute. You get to be alone in the bathroom?
Never. I'm never alone in the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Right. So, as I was saying, welcome to MomCave.
Jen, I don't think they know what a mom cave is.
Well, it's this online community of moms that just tells it like it is.
Right. Because, you know, moms need a dose of compassion and reality and
humor.
Right, and truth, right? Like, let's tell it like it really is.
Like we don't usually have makeup on.
Right, and we're not usually in a fancy studio.
Right.
If we're honest, none of us are really what we post on Facebook and Instagram.
And don't even get me started about Pinterest.
We're like the anti-Pinterest of parenting.
I'm proud of it.
That's true.
Yeah. So today we're going to talk to a bunch of funny people. We're going to show you some funny stuff. And our topic is going to be pregnancy.
And how your life has changed, for the better or worse, since you've had children.
Or both.
Right. When you're pregnant, right, what is one of the first things you do?
Panic and throw up.
Right. But even more fun than that for a lot of moms is the registry.
I did not find that fun at all.
In fact, the first time I went to one of those big box baby stores, I had a panic attack and had to leave. Like literally.
Really?
It was so overwhelming. There was too many choices, too many pasties to pick from, too many bottles to pick from. It was terrifying. So we're gonna tell you what moms really should have on their registry.
What you should really get a new mom that she could actually use.
Right, so let's go check that out. Forget the bottle and wipe warmers.
Here's what a new mom really needs.
Let's talk about the panties they give you at the hospital.
You need a lot of them.
Buy them for her in bulk or steal them when you go to the hospital because you're gonna need them to save your clothes, your sheets, your dignity.
No, it doesn't save your dignity at all. You need dry shampoo because good luck finding time to wash your hair. Hemorrhoidal pads. That's right. Maybe it's for their intended use or maybe it's for your WhoHaha. But you're gonna need something to numb that area. Some sort of ibuprofen painkiller. Not just for right afterwards, but basically for the rest of their lives. Like for
the rest of motherhood. Right.
Yeah.
You're always gonna have a headache.
Yeah.
These will save you from embarrassing leaking situations.
You don't want a leaky situation.
Right in the bra. It'll save your bra and it'll save you from looking like a faucet when you're at a wedding.
Some sort of like muscle relaxing pain reliever stuff from carrying that baby carrier and the babies and yeah.
You smell like my grandfather.
I feel like your grandfather. And finally,
this is a fashion statement.
Sort of.
And so it's fashionable, but it has a purpose.
Which is?
You put your favorite booze inside of here.
This is like to ease the boredom of the PTA meetings.
Right.
For soccer
so you don't
games.
have to hide the booze in the coffee cup anymore. One other thing is a good idea is to get something personal for just mom.
For just mom.
Like a gift certificate for a massage or...
She's going to need that.
She's going to need it. Anything that's just for her.
The baby is coming into this new world. Like the whole world is a gift for the baby. So you heard it here. Just get your friend a massage.
Or a haircut or
a flask.
Right.
Forget the registry.
A box of wine. Get a box of wine. So now that we've covered what really should be on the list, let's talk about that first doctor's visit.
Oh, it's so awkward.
It is. I was so nervous, I could not remember a single word that the doctor said.
I had this whole long list of questions, and then I felt stupid for having them.
Did you have a birth plan?
No!
Well, some people do.
Sorry.
But wouldn't it be great if you had like a pregnancy mentor?
It would be awesome to have somebody to lead you through it.
We cooked up a little skit. Tell you a little bit about pregnancy.
It's very realistic.
Check it out.
Okay, everything looks great down there. You can scoot up. You've already put on 7 pounds. You got 8 more months to go. Now, the more you put on, the harder it is to take it off. And it would be a shame for you to lose that hot little figure of yours. But don't worry, I'm going to give you an extra stitch. Tighten you right up. Your husband will love it. Now, blood work. Let me put on your chart. I'll be right back.
Oh, wait, I still have a few more questions to go over and my birth plan.
We got that whole thing under control. Just give me a minute.
Cheerio.
Hey! What?
What's going on? Who are you? Am I being punked? I don't know what that is. I'm the ghost of pregnancy past.
And I'm the ghost of pregnancy future.
Well, then where's pregnancy present?
You're it!
Being with child can be a trial to navigate. We are here to be your community.
You're Google.
Of course, Google still exists in the future.
We don't joke about Google. Google owns the future.
Right. So you're from the past? Yes. I had 10 live births, 5 miscarriages, and 2 stillbirths. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's nothing. 3 out of 5 of my friends died during childbirth or infection thereafter.
That is so traumatic.
I don't remember a thing. My poor mother had to give birth at home. I was fortunate enough to go to a lying-in hospital where I was sedated and hogtied to a bed. That was not in any of the birth plans that I researched. They don't still do that, do they? With all contingencies, like A through Z.
She made a plan.
Yeah, I'm very type A. I'm organized.
So cute. You are so cute. In the future, we have options. I froze my eggs and waited until I was 65 to have kids. We can choose the exact date and time our babies will be born, and we can alter our memories of it so it's like we feel no pain at all.
Oh, give it to me straight, guys. How bad is the pain? Well, I don't remember a thing, but my mother's generation, they would drink spirits and chew on a leather strap.
That is barbaric. We can alter our brain chemistry to fast forward through entire phases of pregnancy and birth. Right through the first trimester.
How far along are you?
36 weeks. We can take a hormone so we stay slim up until delivery. The baby's just really tiny. There's no stretch marks, no maternity clothes.
You know, I don't do well on little sleep. How long was it until your baby slept through the night?
Sleep through the night? What is that? I would just let my baby nestle at my breast all night. I was up every hour stoking the fire anyways. Only the wealthy can afford a wet nurse.
We have a mute button for babies. Anytime you can't take the crying.
I'm also really nervous about going back to work in 6 weeks.
You're allowed 6 weeks with no work? I would just strap my babies on my back and just plow through. Literally, plow. My turnip fields.
So we get 6 weeks paid leave. They still have that in the future, right?
Both parents get 3 years a nurse, a nanny, and a masseuse.
Who pays for all that?
Google.
I must meet this Google.
Hark! I hear the doctor coming. We must make haste.
So please stay. I need moral support.
We're gonna need more tests. Your numbers are off. With your maternal age, you might as well be having the pregnancy of an 80-year-old.
This is who you chose.
Why are we still here? Can't he see us?
Do men ever really see us? Especially when we're pregnant?
He was highly rated on Yelp.
Second opinion might be in order.
He thinks she is right.
Damn these modern birth plans!
Why are we in this place and why do we have on makeup and clothes?
Because somebody thought our videos were funny and they decided to give us a studio to shoot in New York.
It's really weird. So usually we do this from home, live, talking to guests in our PJs.
In front of our computers.
Trying not to have our kids set things on fire.
Right. Oh, can we show them the clip of my son setting the naan on fire?
And there's a kid situation developing. Oh shit! I'll be right back. Okay. I think our house is on fire. There's a fire situation, and almost started a fire. Nice. Real life. Wow. That's life. I'm judging you right now. I'm judging you for letting your child use the toaster.
That is what normally happens when you watch MomCave. But now we're in this fancy studio in fancy clothes and we get to interview fancy people.
Like the very funny Jamie Adursky, who has a one-woman show about her reluctant journey into motherhood.
And she talks about a very important topic to us, postpartum depression. So we're going to talk about that today. So welcome, Jamie.
Hi. Thank you. First of all, I would just like to say I am not fancy. It's really hard not to laugh at these things now. So I wrote the show, Crybaby, My Reluctant Journey into Motherhood, because I was so darn depressed. And the only thing I could do was write and kind of laugh about it. And as I was writing it, I was like, I don't know if this is good. Like, I'm talking about hemorrhoids and peeing my pants and like depression.
That stuff is comedy.
Yes. Comedy gold. Anytime you talk about bodily fluids, that's like everybody gets those, right?
Apparently. I wasn't sure, but it's very cathartic to get all that information out because I feel like it's something that we don't talk about, you know, which is the whole basis of the show. Everyone lied to me about what it's like to have a baby. So here's the God's honest truth about what it's like. So yeah, just my take.
Let's just get this out of the way right now. Okay. How are the hemorrhoids?
Oh, gee whiz. It's better. It's not the best it could be. I just feel like my butthole is never going to be the same.
I don't think any part of my body, especially the lady area, is ever going to be the same.
Any of it.
And I think it's so funny. So they stitch you up, right? And sew you up. But then there's still a lot of room. So like I say, it's like you wake up one morning, you have a giant Mack truck in your living room, and then a tow truck comes to pull that heap of burning metal out, and the insurance company pays for the front door to be fixed. Right. There's still a lot of room.
Everything else
Like
is
there's a
ruined.
skylight, there's a So after that 6 weeks when they say you can have sex again, first of all, who wants to do that?
Your husband, that's about it.
Yeah. But I would compare it to fucking a calamari. A lot of room in the top, and then it's tight around the
And it's kind of
calamari.
frozen and spicy.
I would say that.
No. Okay.
I mean, I guess it could be.
Jen, what are you doing in your bedroom?
I didn't know we were going to go there.
I
It
didn't
always
either.
goes there. What do you mean you didn't know it was going to go there?
Yeah.
Somehow, however serious we try to be on Mom Cave, it always goes back to like
3 topics.
sex, vaginas.
Sex, sex and sex.
I mean, what else is there?
What
to-
else is there in the world?
Yeah, so I lost my. Another thing
know
is your
what you're
brain
saying.
turns to shit.
You can't
after
remember
you have a
anything.
kid. I can't remember
And
a
I don't know if
goddamn
it's
thing.
hormonal or if it's lack of sleep or it's just like having to have the mental load of
Yeah.
everything.
I think it's the
That's-
mental
I
load
feel
more
a
than
mental
anything.
load. Like,
Totally.
Who else is going to remember, that we have to get milk, that the kid gets the doctor's appointment, just the stupid crap of life.
Well, it's just everything, and I think I do this to myself more. Like I take everything on. The schedules, the planning, the homework, the this, the that, and it's almost to the point where I don't give my husband, I don't delegate enough, right? Because you get so used to doing it all that you think you need to do it all, and it's like, wait a minute, time out. Like my kids are getting older now. Like I need to start getting them to do their own things, and it's okay if I teach my husband how to do the homework with the kid. Like,
Yeah.
And that sounds terrible that I'm going to teach my husband, but you know what I'm saying, right? But like even this morning, like my husband had to put the kids on the bus and get everything ready, and I got 4 phone calls on the drive-in, but he did it, and they all lived,
Yeah.
and they survived.
Right.
So, but it's hard.
That's all that really matters.
Right.
Just keep them alive.
Best you can.
Are they still breathing? Then we're
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Wait, so speaking of keeping them alive, I don't know if you had to do this, but when we were in the hospital, right after I had the baby, they had us watch a video, what to do, what not to do with the baby.
What?
Oh, yeah.
How, assuming of them that they're going to teach you with a video.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's 7th grade.
Yeah, and this is after 21 hours of labor, and I'm like,
No.
what is going on? Like, I don't know what this thing is. And the first thing that they tell you is make sure you feed the baby every 2 hours.
Oh, come on. 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
With the
yeah.
newborns.
Yeah, with the newborn. They want you to breastfeed every 2 hours.
Oh,
like,
yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, like you learn that. And then the next thing was no matter what, don't shake the baby. Which everyone I don't know crap about babies, but I knew that.
But don't shake a
Yeah,
baby.
don't shake the baby. And then the last thing, honest to God, 3 things. The last thing was if the baby has the hiccups, don't try to scare the baby.
What? Do people
Wait,
do that?
I didn't know that was a thing. But like what?
I mean, of the three pieces of advice they can give us.
This is the only thing in life that you don't need like a diploma or a degree to like be qualified to do. Like anyone can just do it and pick it up royally. Like
Yeah, I mean, I love how people throw that around like, oh, anyone can have a baby. I heard that the other day, actually, and sitting in a waiting room, a young woman said, I guess I'll just give up on my job and have a baby.
That'll be easier.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
And like
okay.
wait, when you have the baby, don't you need a job to
Yeah.
feed the baby?
Yeah.
Take care of the baby.
People always say, oh, you can have a baby, like anyone can do that. But yeah, anyone can pop one out, but to like actually do everything you have to do to take care of it, like that's a whole other
That's a
thing.
whole other animal.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jamie, for coming on. This was so much fun.
Thank you for having this awesome pillow.
I know.
You're
isn't
welcome.
it
I mean, for
addictive?
having me too. But
It's addictive.
Well, make sure to like, follow, and share Mom Cave TV, and you can learn more about Jamie Urdursky and her one-woman show on our website. Thanks for watching, and follow, share, tag a friend.
Tag a mom.
Tag a mom.
Hi, welcome to Mom Cave. We have four guests this time.
And they're all moms, and they're all amazing.
Obviously.
And they created this hysterical web series called Mother Judger, and they are
Laura Shoup, Janine Bartel,
Ursula Abbott.
I'm Trisha Paluccio.
And we are missing today our lovely Stephanie Kurtzuba.
You guys kind of look like Charlie's Angels when you do that.
Oh, I love you.
Just need the wind.
I want to be Jacqueline Smith. The original Charlie's Angels.
Right.
Yes.
Let's start now. Yes.
We're all definitely who that is.
What is something that surprised you about becoming a mom?
I thought we were talking about funny things.
It's gonna get funny.
It can be funny. It can be terrifying.
Yeah.
For me, the biggest surprise is that your kids are your mirror. So they'll say something or do something and you're like, oh man, I do that. Or like, or I do that. Like, oh, that's funny. You got that from me or whatever.
It could be good or bad.
It kind of shines a light on your like positives and negatives.
Totally. Or your husband's.
That's what I was just thinking. When you see your husband's behavior in your child,
Like the things you're like, I could maybe live with that, but then you have like 3 of those people
and they
around,
all
you're
start
like, I have
doing
a
it,
quota.
do you ever
Very
find
well.
yourself or to your husband like, I got that from you?
Yes.
Like, that's you.
My husband's gonna be like, I don't know where he got that from. And I'm like, he got it from you. They're the exact words.
So that's why there's never any toilet paper in the bathroom when I go to the bathroom, because they've all inherited that from my husband. Like they use the empty roll. I'm like, I just changed this thing, like,
What's
an
so
hour
hard
ago.
about it?
That's what you're there for. That's what they think you're there for.
Yes.
Like you're the provider of that.
Right. Yeah. Like if all those little things don't line up every day and go right and everything falls apart, it's just because you didn't do your job.
I call myself the Beulah at home.
Beulah?
I'm Beulah. Like I'm just their servant. Because when I'm doing all their laundry and making their lunch and everything, I'm like, oh, it's okay. I'm like, Beulah's not off today. Oh. I was like, extra money for me.
Yeah, that's something that's changed since I had kids.
Yeah.
There's a lot less money.
Yes.
And a lot less time. Like I look at my life and I'm like, I have it like scheduled to the hilt, and I have my schedule and my husband's schedule and all the kids' schedule, and I'm like, dude, when I was single, I just had like my schedule.
Don't you like hate the fact that you were like, I'm so busy.
Like
So,
busy with
like,
what?
I'm so busy. I'm so tired. Like, no, I didn't know what busy or tired was until I became a mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No.
I tell all my friends that haven't had children, I'm like, travel now, go everywhere now, because
Sleep.
when you have to carry a car seat and a stroller and you fly less,
there's no
you go less.
vacation there when
There's no
there's kids.
vacation. It's just a
The
family trip.
vacation is like moving your regular job to another locale.
Yeah.
You still have to clean up everybody's shit. You still have to cook for everybody. You're just in a different place.
That's right. Before you had your children, did you have this like euphoric idea of like how you were gonna parent, right? Like what you were gonna feed your child and what you were gonna do and not do.
All that
So what was your biggest failure in that? Like
I was really hoping that I would be like this great breastfeeding like queen champion or whatever, and I struggled so hardly with it, and I just like killing myself for it until someone was finally like, it's okay. And like putting the judgment on myself and the insecurity and the like, I'm like poisoning my child, blah 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 blah. And I just, when someone finally gave me the like the permission to be like, you can give up. And it's like, it's only been 12 weeks or 9 weeks or whatever. But then I was like, it's just like, it's so hard. It's so intense anyway.
Yeah.
And to add all of that pressure onto ourselves.
Yeah. My daughter's 12 already, but even back then, they were putting this pressure on you to like breastfeed. So I was like, I'm only breastfeeding.
Yeah, of course.
And I starved my poor child the first month because I thought that I was doing what's right. And my mother's like, just give her the bottle. Just give her the bottle. But I can't. But nobody talks about that. They just talk about you need to do it.
You need to do it.
There are a lot of us that cannot make enough. You just don't. It just doesn't work.
My mom said when I was trying to breastfeed, she said, just put that rice powder in, because that's what they did for us. I'm like that's probably why my head is small and I'm stunted. Like I don't know what you did, but like you cheated. And my mom was like, you slept through the night, and I'm like struggling, like I've just willfully, but my mom was like, just do that.
That was a thing in their generation.
The 70s, man.
Feed them up, make them sleep longer.
But I put the rice stuff in with my daughter's
Oh, you did
formula.
it?
She still can do
because
it?
I started taking my mother's advice because I starved my poor child, and I will tell you,
It works.
it worked.
Yeah.
You got like 12 straight hours.
I did. She'd
That's
sleep from
gold.
6 p.m. to 6 a.m. It was fantastic.
I remember after my first, I just remember this. I had a little bit of postpartum, and I remember being like, oh my God, no one told me it was this hard. No one told me it was going to be, the birth was that painful. No one told me that breastfeeding was that hard. No one told me you're never going to sleep. And I feel like for a good 2 months, I walked around like in a coma, and I felt like a prophet. Like I need to talk to everyone who's pregnant and be like, don't do this. no one, don't
Warn
do it.
them. Warns you.
Like, I feel like I looked at them like, and I have a friend who I remember calling her, my son was like 2 months, and I told her all this stuff, and she waited like 4 years to have a baby. She was like, you like damaged me. And I was like, I really felt like it's a friend I needed to tell you.
It's the honest.
No, because you have this ideal of like what it's gonna be, and it's this amazing experience. And yes, eventually it is, but sometimes like the day to day, like the life of it is not.
I wanted a child for so long. Like I would see babies and like don't steal them. Like it was bad. And then I had my daughter and I'm like, wow, I don't love every minute of this. And that was the biggest shock for me was that I thought I was just gonna be in bliss of like I finally have a child. And this sounds horrible because I adore my daughter, but like there are days you don't like them.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like there are days that you're like, you're so evil to me. Why you're like you're the worst person. You know, and yet you're like, but you're the best thing that I've ever done.
The duality of it, right? That this thing can be like something that you love more than anything that you would give your life for, but also it just drives you.
Just when you're about to like strangle them, they're like, I love you, mommy.
Yeah,
My daughter smacked me across the face and it was like, did it hurt? I was like, you just smacked me. Yes, it hurt. She went to comfort me. I'm like, no, you know.
I took my daughter in pigtails when she was like 2 in that crazy stage. But like the pigtails made her cuter, and I was like, I had a little more tolerance. I was like, but you're cute.
Right.
Like the hair was crazy. I'm like,
them cute.
Right.
If they weren't, you'd really want to kill them.
It's survival of the fittest.
You're lucky you're cute.
People used to always say my daughter was always smiling. I'm like, yes, because I'm not going to post pictures of her screaming. So the next time she had a fit, I took a picture of her in the worst moment and put it on Facebook because I was like, you know what? This is what my reality is. I'm just not normally sharing those moments with you. You know?
It's so refreshing when somebody does that, which is sort of like what we do. We should just share like your shitty moments, right?
Yeah.
But nobody does.
No, but if we all did that, we'd feel so much better.
Yes.
Let's make a pact.
Who do you go to for advice when it comes to parenting? Or are you just running on instinct? Like,
My mother died before I had kids, so I wish that I could say like, how did you work a full-time job and get dinner on the table? Like literally, walk me through the steps because I'm not nailing it right now.
Yeah.
So I usually end up going to my friends.
I have a friend that's kind of like uber mom. Like she seems to know everything about everything. She knows all the lead warnings. She sends me, you know, whenever there's things, danger in the neighborhood, or whenever there's, you know, they're spraying at the park.
I don't have time for that.
Trust me, I'm so smart.
But she's my like my
I'm not scared of
eco-friendly
enough
sanity person. But she's always like, "Are you dialoguing? Is it working?"
Are you
so, like, we're talking. I'm like, go to the room. Like that's the dialogue.
Dialogue. It's me telling you to do something, and you do it.
yeah. You know what? I learned by mistake. I got 3 kids. I really messed up the most on the first one. I got a little better on the second. The third one, I hopefully is.
You're nailing it.
You're nailing it.
Nailing it.
I'm only failing halfway. Like,
amazing.
Just nailing it.
Still can't get sleep training down.
No.
Third kid, I'm still.
that's another whole episode.
Oh my God, that's a whole
Another
episode.
whole episode, sleep training. Well, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us.
So if you want to find out more about their series, Mother Judger, you can find that on MomCave.
Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to follow, like, and share MomCave TV.
So Jen let me write a little segment.
Dina wrote this segment.
I wrote this segment. So Jen wants to read it though, the topic.
No, wait.
Go ahead, what is it?
Dina wrote this really funny segment. She even made index cards.
I made pink index cards.
Pink index cards. This is the
It's my
top.
ode to David Letterman. Go ahead.
They don't even know who that is.
I know, isn't that sad? Comment in the section if you know who he is.
These are the top 11 things that will not happen the way you thought they would.
During pregnancy and birth.
You're so wordy.
Number 1, your birth plan. Burn that sucker now. There's a very strong possibility that your birth will go nothing like you planned. So just make peace with it.
Definitely. That you will be able to breastfeed.
Number 2.
Number 2, that you will be able to breastfeed. Millions of women conquer the art of breastfeeding, but there is a portion of us who that doesn't work for. That's why there were wet nurses.
Wait, what's a wet nurse again? There's something just disgusting about like
Wet nurse.
Like wet nurse. Like how did they come up with that term wet nurse?
Wet nurse.
Wet nurse. If you know, comment below.
Please.
All right. Number 3, that you will want to have sex with your partner, just like you did before, baby. You have a better chance of wanting to kill him.
That you'll expect your partner to do just as much for the baby as you do.
Right. To believe that you are in control and in charge of your family unit. Once baby arrives, you are no longer in charge, and any illusions you have of such a thing will be shattered time and time again.
Babies are little dictators.
They're little dicks.
Dictators. No, but seriously, you're in charge as far as like you have to do all the things, but you're not in charge as far as you're the boss.
No.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Number 6.
Good girl. She said the number.
Number 6. That you'll enjoy every moment of that first year. You'll be lucky if you get to sleep. And it goes so fast you won't even know it hit you.
Number 7. That you know better than your mother. Enough said.
My mother actually did know more than I did about having kids.
Duh. Of course she did.
8. That those cute little newborn outfits will be anything other than dust collectors in your baby's closet.
The 0 to 3 ones.
No.
They were so cute, right? Like I got them at my
adorable.
shower. They were so cute. These little jeans and these little sweaters.
Babies don't wear jeans. Babies don't wear shoes.
Babies don't wear shoes.
No.
Then your body will bounce back in 3 to 6 weeks, just like your favorite celebrities did.
I don't know. It's been 7 years.
Number 10.
Number 10. That you will never be the mom that goes to the store in sweats and no makeup.
Anyone who knows us knows better than that. Number 11. That motherhood isn't that hard.
Oh.
Let's be clear, it's the hardest thing you will ever do.
But it's pretty amazing.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Thank you so much for being here and being part of our Mom Cave today.
Now, you're part of the Mom Cave, and we hope you continue to be a part of the Mom Cave. Yeah, did you have fun today?
I had a good time.
I had a great time today.
I wonder what's happening at home.
I don't care what's happening at home because I'm here and they're there and someone else is dealing with it.
It's going to be really bad when we get home. It's going to be so messy.
Oh, the house is going to be trashed.
It's going to be crazy, but we had a great time here.
So make sure to sign up for our mailing list. There's exclusive content.
Yeah, we make videos just for the mailing list. We invite you to events that we host.
Yes.
We send funny things, and sometimes we have coupons for free nannies.
You're lying.
That's a lie. That's a total lie. I wish. I so wish.
I'm sorry. Can you give me a second because this is bothering me.
Let's do it. We're going to both unbutton our pants because the top button of the pants.
I feel so much better now.
I always wondered why my mom walked around with the top button of her jeans unbuttoned.
Every night at dinner, my mom would undo the top button of her jeans. Now I don't even wear jeans at home. I wear sweatpants.
Just sweats.
Or pajamas. Like I literally get home and I put my pajamas on. Does anybody else do that?
Totally. So watch us.
Subscribe.
In your pajamas.
In your pajamas. Like, share. And thanks for joining us.
Oh, God. I need bigger pants.
I need bigger pants.